step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, hello again, sports fans, and welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio and presented, as always, by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, Great Southern Bank, Doak Propane, Pizza Ranch located in Springfield, Missouri, with 7 locations across the state. Shelter Insurance, Labor's Local 663, and the Bank of Billings, established 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. We go down south to Forsyth High School and head football coach Chris Conley. Coach Conley, thanks for being part of the show today.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited about it.
Coach, 1-1 on the season. Tell us about how the season's gone thus far in a very young Forsyth program.
Yeah, it is a young program, and I think we're starting to get people and the school excited about football. But yeah, a solid start to the season. 1-1 right now. Started off real strong on the road versus El Dorado Springs, and really got some things rolling there. And Zack was a big part of that. And then we took one on the chin versus Buffalo this last week on the road, and it was a pretty good football game. Zack had a heck of a game here and did a really good job keeping us in it for about as long as we could. And then Buffalo pulled away a little bit at the end. But, we got a very talented young team, and Zack's one of the few seniors we got. That's a heck of a football player and does good each and every week.
Coach, tell us a little bit about, before we get to our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week here, Zack Strahan, but tell us a little bit about your background, how you arrived at Forsyth, and where'd you go to high school and college?
Yeah. All right, man. Sounds good. So I'm actually from Jefferson City, Missouri. I'm an old Jaybird. I played football and wrestled in high school there. And then I initially played football at William Jewell College there in Liberty, and that's where I started and whatnot. But I ended up transferring to University of Central Missouri, and that's where I graduated from there and whatnot. And then I began my coaching career. I started a year in Jeff City, and then I was at Knob Noster for about 5 years, and then head football coach at Sweet Springs. It's a small school up north, just west of Columbia on I-70. Was there for 6 years, and then down here for my third year down in Forsyth, and got the ball rolling down here with a great group of kids and whatnot. So.
What and Coach, I know we talked about being just 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What are the numbers like? You kind of break it down per class. I know you've got not a real big senior class, but a lot of underclassmen.
Yeah, we do. We have about 5 seniors on the football team. A good chunk of freshmen. We got about 10 freshmen, about 10 sophomores, and then about 7 or 8 juniors. So. Just trying to get those guys, to stick with it and whatnot is, I think, kind of the key. So,
well, the young man sitting to your right, Zack Strahan, 6 receptions, 257 yards, 10 rushes for 52 yards, 309 total yards, 3 touchdowns a week ago. Tell us a little bit about him, the position he plays, and what makes him special.
Yeah, Zack, he plays our slot running back, which in our offense is perfect for him. I mean, Zack's a heck of a receiver out of the backfield, obviously. He's also a very talented runner with averaging over 5 yards a carry, in that game. And, we just try different ways to get Zack the ball. And he's got great hands. He's very fast. He sees a hole and he hits it in full stride and runs really tough. And, he does a really good job for us, and we find ways to get him the ball. And he's a dual threat receiver, runner, and causes a lot of problems for other teams.
Well, Zack, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network and Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, congratulations on being named a Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week. And Zack, tell us a little bit about the game last week. I mean, looking at the receptions, it's 43 yards a catch What did you have? Obviously you had to have some big gains.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I got to give credit to my quarterback, Aaron. I mean, he's got an absolute cannon. He can sling it 60 yards when he needs to. So, I just make a read in the coming out of the backfield, and we've got good chemistry. We've played together since we were both freshmen. Started that chemistry there with the deep ball, and it's just kind of carried over to now and just making big plays.
So when did you? And I know Forsyth. Are you a lifer? Are you from Forsyth?
I'm actually from Kirbyville, which is neighbors to Forsyth, but we don't have a high school, so I came here my
Okay.
freshman year. So.
All right. So was that first year as a freshman? Was that your introduction to football?
Yeah. So I probably played like flag football when I was young, but I never really had an opportunity. And actually, my mom didn't let me play football until my freshman year. She still doesn't like me playing football, but I just kind of went with it and figured out I liked it and I was good at it, so I just kept on playing it.
Yeah, she's at all your games, though. I promise.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think she sits there with her eyes closed most of the time, but yeah, she's there.
All right, Zack, do you? Well, since your freshman year, is this a position that you've been playing at this running back position?
Yeah. So my freshman year, actually, we had a different coach. He's actually the head coach at Reed Spring this year. He was here for 1 year, so I started out playing a slot receiver, and then coach came along, and I kind of went from a wide receiver position to the slot position once we had guys move on and kind of filled that role, which is the slots being kind of the main part of our offense. So just yeah.
Yeah. And again, we're visiting with Zack Strahan from Forsyth High School, our Chevy of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week. And Zack, do you have that play when it comes into the huddle where your eyes kind of light up? Are you over there lobbying coach? Hey, can you call this play? Can you call? You don't have to tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you have that play?
Yeah. So we actually wear wristbands, and coach yells from the sideline, and we don't
Right.
huddle. So yeah, there's times where I'm like, yeah, I know I'm getting the ball. So yeah, it's a good time. But.
All right. Well, again, Zack, on behalf of Chevy of the Ozarks and Missouri Sports Network, and congratulations. Best of luck. You guys taking on Clever tonight. What do you know about Clever?
They're newer than us as a program. I think they've had a couple rough years in the past, but so did we. And I mean, they're on the uphill climb, and we're gonna have to play good to shut them down. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you play any other sports?
Oh yeah.
I'm the starting point guard in basketball, and I play center field in baseball, which I plan to play baseball collegiately. So,
Any particular area of study are you looking at, or are you just whoever's going to give you a scholarship?
Probably C of O. Yeah,
Right.
He's giving me a scholarship offer to go play baseball at C of O. So,
A little connection there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And my nephew actually plays at C of O.
Nice.
So
Nice.
And really enjoys it.
Yeah.
But again, Zack, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Back to Coach Conley. Coach, what do you feel like right now you're doing as a team? You're doing really well here 2 weeks into the season.
I'd say, offensively, we really hadn't been stopped a whole lot. We usually just, there's a few times in the game we had some penalties that kind of, stopped ourselves really. But offensively, we're playing really well, and pretty balanced. I think first game, we relied on the run a lot. Second game, we still had about 150 rushing yards, but then we had, over 300 yards passing. So I think being really balanced, which I think leads to making us tough to stop. You can't just sell out on the run. You can't just, leave the box empty and sit on the pass. So I think having the athletes to be able to do that really makes us tough to defend.
You bet. Well, Coach, we appreciate you being generous with your time here on a game day. Zack, again, congratulations, and hopefully we'll get to visit down the road sometime.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
Thanks for having
watching.
us on.
You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be